Hey YouTube, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Very short video. Sorry for this super messy table, but I'm messing around with the electronics install of my Orlando rock bouncer for days now. The probably most difficult build I've ever done, and I want to finish this before I clean up all this mess. But this video is about this small sucker. I received this in the mail today. I even had forgotten I had pre-ordered this tiny truck some month ago on Banggood. I saw it on the website for pre-order and it was super cheap, and they showed pictures of the chassis with a 3-wire servo, and I thought, okay, maybe it's quite okay. It's super cheap and it's hobby grade because there's a 3-wire servo, so maybe I can use it for something. Comes in a super banked box, of course, because it comes from Banggood. Inside everything was okay. So that's the car. We will take a short look. Get this radio, ugly but foam for double A's, servo reverse, throttle reverse, 3 speeds, throttle trim and steering trim, and steering endpoint or dual rate, however you want to call it, and a channel 3 button. So super cheap normal USB charger. Comes with a 2S lithium-ion battery, 3.7 volt, you will see inside, and guess that's all you get. Body, protection, I don't take this off, of course, Lexan. It's ugly, but it's not too ugly. There are uglier trucks and I won't use it anyway. Roll bar, lights not prepared for LEDs. Let's make a short test drive here on the bench and then an incline test before I take the body off. On-off switch is here, is quite nice. It's only to press, it's not to move. See, 2 front LEDs, proportional steering angle, quite okay, and also proportional throttle. And what you do have here on the radio are 3 positions for throttle, so fast, medium and low. Unfortunately, that's not only maximum speed, that's also power, so it's extremely weak in the lowest setting, stage 1. You see it's not able to climb anymore. On stage 3 it will easily be able to climb, but unfortunately low speed control is not very good. And it does not have a crawler mode. You see, forward, brake, backwards, so it's not a real crawler. And I did already test it a little bit, and honestly you only can use the third, the fastest channel if you want to crawl a little bit, but low speed control is not best and no crawler mode. They sell it as crawler, but it's not a real crawler. Wow, messed up my Orlando. So, unfortunately, not really good low speed control. more like a tow truck. But the approach angle is quite nice. Tires are very, very nice. Really sticky and looking good. So let's make a short incline test. So that's about 46 degrees. And it does have a really good approach angle, but a very high center of gravity. Drag brake, if you could call this drag brake, is quite okay. Tires are super sticky, but motor is weak. And about 45-46 degrees is the maximum you could climb, but throttle response is not very good at low throttle. Come on. I did manage to climb 46. The main problem is the bad throttle response and the super weak motor. So now it's now only 38 degrees. It can climb. Tires would be really nice, but motor is very weak and throttle response at low speed is really poor, unfortunately, and center of gravity is very high. So you saw, not the best climber, high center of gravity, but really nice tires. Body is mounted with 4 small but not tiny, small but not tiny body pins, and let's take a look inside. Body is okay. I did not remove the protection, so it would be even shinier if you like this style. And here sits the battery in the back side. It's in this kind of cage. You have to remove one screw to remove the battery. For charging you do not really have to remove it. I have fully charged it even with a USB charger for the first time. It does have 8.4 volts, 4.2 volts per cell, so every 2S LiPo can be used. Comes with red JST plug. That's nice, not as the Rock Hobby and the FMS and the Hobby Plus scrollers do come now with those Tamiya plugs for power. That's very difficult to get spare batteries if you don't want to change the plugs. And this was even the reason why I bought it. It does come with a Tower Pro servo, an SG90, so the plastic gear one, 9-gram servo, so it's hobby grade. And What else? There's a third channel. So what will happen if we put a servo to this third channel? Signal outside. Channel 3. Third channel works. How cool is this? This super simple radio and receiver ESC unit does even have a third channel. The LEDs are plugged in here and they use 1.5mm JST ZH plugs, and so with a simple receiver switch probably we'll be able to switch on off lights. Let's test. On, blink, off, on, off, on, blink, off. So even those super simple on-off switches work. That's quite nice. If you want, you can super simply install light switch, which are controlled even by the radio, that super simple radio that comes with this tiny truck. So what else? Frame made out of metal, everything else plastic here. What I really do like are the tires. They look good and they are really sticky. And what's one of the best points, those tires do come with 7mm hex. So check the tires out. I don't think there are foams inside. Those are no beadlock wheels. That's only hardware for the look, but they are really sticky, and I guess those would be nice tires for this sucker, wouldn't they? A little bit smaller, but far more sticky. But you would need 6 for the Atlas 6x6. However, real good tires in my opinion. Those are RC 4-wheel drive, Mickey Thompson, about the same size. About 4.8 centimeter, so 1.75 inch, no more, nearly 2 inch. But those are, of course, no, those are okay tires, but those are better. But the inner diameter is again larger, so that's not a 1 inch wheel or rim, it's 1.2 inch, about 28 mil. However, that's positive. Of course, bushings, no ball bearings. You have to think this truck is only about 50 bucks. Axles look okay. I'm sure there are plastic gears inside. 4 links plastic. Gearbox. Yeah, it doesn't look much worse than all those 1/18 crawler we can buy for much higher prices. 2-in-1 unit with third channel. I think that's super cool. Shocks are of course only friction shocks, but it's not that jumpy. So drive shafts plastic, but the cross members seem to be made out of metal. But even the much more expensive trucks often do not have better so it's I like this on-off switch. You only have to push it. So did I forget something? No, it doesn't look that bad. The only real downside so far I can see is the really bad low speed control and the weak motor. We didn't take a look at the motor. Seems to be a 180 motor, but it's really weak, as you've seen. So that's the only downside. But really nice tires. It's reasonably fast, but not super fast, but it's a bad crawler. Let's put the canopy on again and compare it to some other 1/18 trucks. I know you guys always want to see it side by side with other trucks, but first let's check the wheelbase. Wheelbase is 125 mil. What's in inch? Oh man, 5 inch. 5 inch? Okay. So, is it really 1/18? I don't know. That says CR18. Side by side with the CR18. And you see the wheelbase is significantly shorter, but could work. And of course the katana, it's absolutely the same as the CR18, so there is no difference. The Mini C 4x4 Suzuki, that's also said to be 1/18, 1/19. Could fit. Wheelbase of the Mini C 4x4 is a little bit shorter, it's 120 mil. It could be the same size. The 1/24, however, they are significantly smaller, so check this as CR24. They are significantly, let's say, a little bit smaller. So maybe that's about 1/20. There are further 1/18 models I do have, the RC 4-wheel drive ones. And here, check this out now. That's the Bronco, the RC 4-wheel drive Bronco. And this could fit exactly. Even exact same wheelbase, the RC 4-wheel drive Bronco. I do have something here and I will test this now. Therefore, let's take off the body again. Bronco has the exactly same wheelbase. So I did once buy a Bronco body set from RC 4-wheel drive, and check this out. Isn't that awesome? Fits perfectly. Even the tires and wheels look good. Could paint them. I will paint the body anyway. However, how cool is this? Perfect fit to RC 4-wheel drive Bronco body. So I will know which truck or chassis I will use for my Bronco body. I will for sure use this chassis. Maybe I will even use the original tires. They look okay. Depending on the color I will paint the body, and I will remove those red paintings here or not and make some scale hardware. The tires are okay. So what's my final conclusion about the SG 1802 truck? 1/18 scale, 4x4. It's not a crawler. But it's a nice little toy truck, even hobby grade. For sure good for indoors, a little bit for outdoors, for sure perfect for kids. And we shouldn't forget this SG 1802. For one CR18 you get 2 of those. For Katana you get nearly 3 of those. Even the CR24 is far more expensive. And for a mini C 4x4, at least I'm talking about European prices, you get more than 5 of those. And nearly 6 of those SG 1802 for a RC 4-wheel drive 1/18 crawler, because their prices here in Europe are crazy. So a 50 bucks, 55 bucks car, therefore I will have to give a thumbs up if you're searching for something to tinker with, or only for your kids to play around a little bit. But don't buy it as crawler, buy it as small trail truck, then you won't be disappointed. And if you have a nice body for it, maybe an RC 4-wheel drive Bronco body, you will have something to tinker, and it will not be easy. It's a little bit of a pity to remove this 3-in-1 unit or 2-in-1 unit, because it even has a channel 3, but with this bad low speed control, this cannot stay here, at least not in my truck. And maybe even a motor upgrade would okay. So that's it, guys. I'd say for 50 to 60 bucks, it's really okay compared to all the other ones and their prices. That's it for this super short video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope to see you in the next video. Hope to be able to finish this sucker soon and then do a video. So check the next video out. I'll be